Hello. Oh my goodness. Hey everyone. I am live. I think this has been kind of the right time for me to come on. It's usually around this afternoon, 1:30-ish mark has been working well. I came live on Monday, talked a little bit about confidence and really not being afraid to get new opportunities. Today, I want to talk about the negotiation portion of everything, like a little bit on salary negotiation, but also tell you a little bit more about my story. And sorry if the lighting gets weird. It's just I think the camera, my laptop plus like the lighting up above, it just goes in and out, whatever. But I want to talk a little bit about salary negotiation, but why you should negotiate your salary versus having more than one job. So back when I was in college, up until maybe 3 years of my professional employment, I had probably anywhere from 3 to 5 jobs total. I worked so much. I was a huge workaholic. I think you can literally label me as one. People will call me Miss Five Jobs because I had so many jobs. I just worked everywhere. I did everything because I loved being at work. So that's where we're going to kind of dive into a little bit today, a little bit on that story, the value of it, along with negotiation tactics. We're going to talk about all that fun things today. And if you're joining in, watching the replay, please leave me a comment. If you have any questions, tag me so I can see it. So this way I can answer you as quick as possible. And yeah, so if you have any questions during this session, if you're tuning in, please answer it. I know that it can be a little fearful sometimes, right? Like it's your career, and don't be afraid to ask questions. If you really are, then email me or message me, because like this is your career. This is your job. And if you're afraid to ask questions, if you're afraid to go in and get the help, then you're not going to move the needle in your job search, and it's going to take just longer for you to obtain what you want. So please, 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 this is an open space and I want you to be comfortable here. I want you to learn from here. So now that we went through that, so let's dive into this. So I talked to you a little bit in the introduction about myself having 5 jobs when I was anywhere from my beginning college, I guess freshman year of college, and all the way up to probably the third year of my professional employment. So I was always raised to work, right? I was raised to be 18, 18, 20, whatever, go to college, and then I can work, and then I can start into the job field. Nowadays, like we can get careers or jobs when you're 16, right? They're not the same thing as when you are right now and after the college stage. But I was able to get an employment when I was 18 years old and just a freshman in college. So from then on, I had probably quite a few jobs. I held anywhere from 3 to 5 jobs. And this is because I wanted to make money. I wanted to have as much money as possible, and I wanted to just use it. And then I wasn't smart about it because I was young, right? So I spent a lot of it because I love to buy, and I love to buy for my family and friends, and I wasn't really smart about the money. But if you're interested in anything with money, oh my goodness, you guys gotta stay tuned. At the end of this month, actually, I have a podcast interview with one of my friends, and she's a money expert. She helps people get out of debt, and she's really knowledgeable and great. So I can't wait to share that podcast episode with you. It's gonna be so, so valuable. But I had all these jobs and all these employments because I felt that I wanted to make money, and making money, I needed to, especially early on in your career, that you needed to have more than one job. So not true, right? The reason is that I had so many jobs that I didn't have any social life. I wasn't socializing with people, barely, right? Barely even on the weekends. I would probably make so much excuses to not hang out with them because I was tired if I did have free time from working. So that literally killed a portion of your growth, which is socializing with other people because you learn, especially to help develop yourself from others. So that was completely wrong of a part with what I learned. And so what I recommend if you are feeling like you're maybe entry level, or maybe you have full-time employment but you feel like you need to have another job. You don't. You should negotiate your salary, right? If you negotiate your opportunities, it will help you be able to live the life that you truly desire. Maybe like 4 years into my 4 years into my career, maybe 5 years into my career, that's when I then started letting go. And once I started letting go, I realized like, oh my gosh, it's so great to have like one job and this flexibility because I had just much more free time and it was just better. So you want to negotiate your salary, and let's talk about how we should negotiate the salary. You want to be so there's two ways you can negotiate when you're interviewing, right? So during the interview process, if you are that desirable candidate that is potentially for the role, or if you're currently in employment, you can negotiate your salary when you are at your job. So I'm going to actually, because I've been blabbing about the fact that you shouldn't have more than one job, you should negotiate your salary because that's where you're going to get to where you're destined. That's where you're going to lead the happiness within your full time and your career, and be really to embody that leadership. So let's talk about, let's see, we're in a new year, and I'm sure many of us are looking for new opportunities, right? So let's talk about this session, and it's going to be gravitated towards now, like salary negotiation if we're interviewing, right? And then on my next session, I really want to dive into leadership and promotion and negotiating your salary in the next phase. So specifically, this is going to be for those people that are looking for new opportunities you're interviewing. So when you want to negotiate your salary for new roles and opportunities, you want to make sure that you never, ever, 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 never tell them the figure that you're actually looking for. Once you do, you already gave them your budget in mind. So you're either going to be qualified and they'll pay you because you're undervalued, or that you're just going to be eliminated because let's say you say something that's way above their budget, then they're just not going to want you, right? So that's why you don't want to speak first. It's known to say that the first person that speaks about their salary loses. So that's what is really important. Never be the one to talk about it. You want to dodge that question. You want to dodge that question because when you dodge it, that means that you have then room to negotiate because you never gave them a figure. So if they do ask you, you want to counter them. You want to say, based upon here's an example, based upon, my industry research for this position, I would love to just kind of understand what you're currently offering for this first, just so I can make sure that it's going to fit my needs. Something super simple like that. There's like in my clients, a lot of my clients receive salary negotiations templates and sweat files because I believe that it's very important for them to go through the whole process to get the most value. One of my clients did actually get a 5K increase, which was great. I've gotten people that gotten 10K increases by following negotiation strategies and myself helping them negotiate. So you want to make sure that you're not speaking it first. They have to like you, know you, trust you. Once they trust you, right? So that's when you're in the last stages. Before they say and you sign your offer letter and they have you, right? You want to then put through your negotiations. But until you have that potential presentation on that offer letter, you don't want to say anything. So don't speak it, right? And you want to make sure that you do your research on it. Research to make sure that you're going to get the most that they're offering you. So with that, that really helps you obtain the most out of your role for what you're wanting for your growth within salary. So again, you don't want to state the salary first. I want to make that clear because if you do, then you're going to hurt yourself from actually going through the phases of negotiating. So again, they have to like you, they have to trust you, they have to know you. And then you can negotiate once your offer letter is presented to you. Before you sign that, do not sign it before you negotiate. You can negotiate anything that you want. You can negotiate your salary, which is most common, right? But you can negotiate, benefits, vacation time, making sure that you have your birthdays off no matter what, right? If it's a company that doesn't pay you out on your vacation unused, then you can negotiate to make sure that you get your payout. So there's so many things that you can do. 401k is another thing that you can negotiate. If they match, you can negotiate a higher rate. So that's another thing. And you want to make sure that you have it all laid out and you know exactly from what you're learning through the interview process, what skills, right, are needed through what you're speaking about. What do you have that they need, so you can make sure that you are presenting it because of yourself being this candidate, because of yourself being this qualified candidate, that you're going to be desired for this role. And that's why you need this salary. You need this benefit. You need extra 10 days of vacation during the year, or unlimited vacation, whatever you want to negotiate, right? So if you have any questions again on salary negotiation, please let me know. You can ask me anything. Feel free. If you're watching the replay, again, tag me, let me know if there's any questions. I want to make sure that this is clear, that we have an understanding on how salary negotiation works. Please know that, if you think that salary negotiation is for men, it's not, okay? Men do get higher payments than women because they negotiate. They actually, bargain, right, with the employer so they can get the most out of what the employer is willing to pay you. So let's say like the employers probably can even have a larger budget, but if you're not actually negotiating, how do you know how high you can get what's paid for? That's the whole point of negotiating. Get the most out of what the employer is going to be willing to pay you. So women can negotiate. There's probably, I think statistics say 75% of women would, rather leave their roles than actually negotiate. So they're looking for new opportunity. So you don't negotiate within your role, but you're looking for more growth and more payments outside of your current role. You have that room and that window of opportunity to do it. So don't be afraid to do it. Please don't be afraid to do it. So I hope this kind of helps you a little bit on an understanding of salary negotiation. I know I went through this tangent also on how you need to not have more than one job. Please don't do it. Please don't make yourself painful, pain, because it's painful to have more than one job. I know, again, I had 5 jobs. So please make sure that if you have any opportunity to negotiate, you do it, right? Opportunity, again, is always coming to you. It's always getting presented to you. But the people that get success are the ones that actually take it. So again, if you have any questions, please ask me, tag me. I'm going to go through another session on specifically actually the stages of how you can negotiate your salary and benefits when you're in your current role, because this is going to be great for leaders. If you guys are already within 3 years of work and you're wanting to maybe grow into your actual current employment, maybe there is opportunity for you to get a salary increase within your actual job, or negotiate something that you want. People forget that you can actually negotiate within the job that you're currently in. And it's crazy because employers can pay you for your skill set, right? They can, and they're willing to, if you're able to present it in the right way. So that's what I want to go over with you next time. It's going to be more so gravitated towards interviewing, or not interviewing, sorry, negotiation within your current role, because I feel like that would really help you guys if you understand what you can do and how you can really grow as a leader, because that's what I want to help you with. I want to help you with obtaining more opportunities. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I'm going to be available. Tag me, message me. I'm here, of course, to help you through it. I hope that this was really helpful for you to understand on the background end of negotiation and how it works, and what you should be doing. And if you have, again, any other questions, please ask me. And I'm so excited. I think I'll be coming back on most likely Friday or Monday to talk through to you about negotiating in your current role. So I'm super excited, again, for those leaders that are actually looking into just not obtaining new opportunity elsewhere, but want to grow in their actual job. This is going to be a great live video for you. I'm going to go through everything within the tactics, the tips, all of that stuff for you to help. So I will see you guys in the next video. Super excited. I hope, again, this helped you in some sort of way, and I will talk to you next time.